Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday here in Iowa at Memory Bound Paper Craft Store, and I'm Kelly, and we also have
Teresa behind the camera.
Teresa's behind the camera, and Janet is here also, virtually linking and drinking. I just love to say linking and drinking. It's just kind of fun.
It is.
Kind of like hot diggity dog. Fun things to say. And today's kind of a different day here at Memory Bound because today what we're going to do is share with you my adventures from last week. So last week I was gone. Doug and I went to Las Vegas, and we were at the Create. I
can't help you, Kelly. I don't know what it's called either.
Well, I do. It's right here.
Okay.
Craft-utopia. So there's no create in it at all, but we did a lot of creating. We were at the Craft-utopia order writing event in Las Vegas, put on by the Collins company, which they're just amazing. And they put these shows on virtually once a year and in person in the summer once a year. And this is summer, so this was in person in Las Vegas. And I have a whole, you can't see it, but well, you can, I guess I'm looking, you can kind of see it.
You can see a little bit,
but I have a whole table
there.
filled with stuff
Yes.
to tell you about and tell you about the trip. I have catalogs to show you, projects I was able to make. So we're going to talk about that. And we're going to show you some neat little fabric projects.
Yeah.
So we're kind of carrying on from last Friday's Fabric Friday. And we're going to tell you about specials that we have going on. We're going to tell you about our tracker, the Memory Bound tracker.
Yes.
And hopefully you'll be as amazed as much as Teresa and I are.
I think I'm up to 120 cards sent, Kelly, because I sent a bunch of 4th of July cards. I know. And I was like, ooh, that's fun.
So it's Keep Your Crafting Alive in 2025. And Teresa, I think you're doing it.
I am.
She's on it.
And
you know what? I think we're doing it here at Memory Bound too. I hope that you feel like we are keeping your crafting alive in 2025 because year to date, we have shown you in our morning videos 919 projects. Oh my gosh.
That's a lot.
That is amazing. I think it's amazing if I do say so myself.
Memory Bound staff and guests.
I know, it's amazing. We had almost, let's see, I'm looking here. We had 146 projects in June. I almost said July, but today's July 1st. So happy July, everybody. So we had 31 different cards, 21 layouts, and then a bunch of other things without a total on them. Oh, 97 other items. So it included lots of dogs because we've been doing the dog days this summer. That's why I like to say hot diggity dog. That's just cool. We had folios, we had 6x6 albums, we had fabric projects, so all kinds of things. So keep your crafting alive in 2025 with Memory Bound. And we've got our tracker going. Katie got us all caught up yesterday.
Yay.
And if
Thank you, Katie.
And it's not too late to join in on the tracking fun. You can download a tracker for free. So we are offering them to people. You can download it, print it at home for free. There's no charge. It's kind of fun to keep track of what you do, isn't it, Teresa?
Yes.
You kind of feel like going like this and like this.
Elena says that's a lot of creativity and inspiration. I'm glad you think so, Elena.
Thank you. We're happy about that too. And one of the ways we're going to try to help you keep your crafting alive in 2025 is we're doing Christmas in July.
Yeah.
Here at Memory Bound. And our special that we have going on right now is this sentiment stamp set from our friends at Photoplay. It's called the Split Snowflake Sentiments. And the reason it's called split, you don't have to split, guys. But here it shows like you could cut out a circle and you could split it and put the sentiments on the inside.
Or a snowflake.
Or whatever, a heart, whatever you want. You could do maybe a cut apart or something, but it's got really good phrases on there, and I can't read them at all right now because I'm looking at the back of the package, but I know it says Happy Holidays. What else is on there, Teresa?
Peace on Earth, Merry Christmas, Season Greetings, Let It Snow, Merry and Bright. Those are good ones.
Yeah, so it's good basics, and it's kind of a cool font. They're kind of condensed, but bigger. So this is my set. And what I'm planning to do is I'll stamp up a few things for you throughout the week or tonight when I get home if I have time, or late tonight, or whatever, midnight tonight, whatever it might be. So I'm going to put that one back in I'm going to hang on to it so we can show you later. Okay, then we have a weekly special, and I got to get up a little bit to see it or to grab it. But I don't know how many of you have used the scrubbies.
I have. I love them.
We might have to go to the down camera. This is kind of hard to.
You want me to?
Well, no, we can't yet. We can't yet because we've got something else to show that won't work on it.
All right.
So the scrubbies are normally $6.99 and they're $5.99, and they come in lemon and orange or lime.
Yum.
And they all
good.
smell. Okay.
I might need to get another one.
I'm sorry you can't smell it, but give it a try. See if you can get a little whiff of that.
Janet says 3 flavors.
They smell good. And it's like a glycerin soap, and it's got oils in it. And you know what it cleans up, guys? Your distress ink on your fingers. So it works really well for that.
And I know Tim is always like, I keep his fingers are clean, but I try wiping my fingers off immediately, and they're always blue or green. I know. I need my scrubby. So
that's what's bad, Teresa, if you're doing a demo and that you're doing your project the night before, so your fingers are all inky.
Yes.
And if that happens, then you need a scrubby. It's got like a kind of a coarse little spongy thing on the top. I don't know if you can see it.
You know why? I'm having construction at my house, and I have no idea where mine is. So I literally might have to buy another one.
You might need another one.
I've thought about it a couple times of using it, and I'm like, nope, I don't know where it is.
So this is our special this week through Sunday. It's the scrubby for $1 off. So
maybe I need the lime. I think I have lemon.
Let me smell the lime. Let me smell it for you.
Is it good?
Yeah. They all smell kind of familiar, or similar. Not familiar, but similar. And they're familiar too if you've ever eaten a lime or an orange or a lemon. But they have that natural citrus and aloe glycerin soap, so your hands are really soft too, and it does clean off your distress ink, which we love. Okay,
Lisa says she loves them, and her husband stole one for the barn.
Yes, I know. I think it gets a lot of stuff off for sure. Okay, when I got ready to go, before I left on my trip, I got this wonderful, amazing bag.
Oh my gosh.
From Mitsy. And Mitsy made this bag. And let me turn it this way.
You outdid yourself,
Oh
girl.
my gosh. And she said she doesn't really sew much.
I know. I'm like, what?
It's quilted. You can see it.
Yeah.
Look at that, you guys. It's perfectly quilted. It's
amazing.
I don't know how you do it. So, and it's got this little tab on it. And if you remember, I think it was on my birthday, maybe a couple years ago, we had these Tim Holtz jewels, and I don't think I can get close enough for you to see it. And Maggie made us earrings.
I remember.
So she knew I liked that. So she put a little one of those on there and a little Tim Holtz charm. And then look at the inside.
And she used the ribbon from the bundles.
Teresa's ribbon from the Fat Quarter bundles.
Yeah.
And the inside's got a couple pockets, really nice pockets. I kept my phone. I took this on my trip. That's why I wanted to be sure and show it. I was saving it to surprise everybody till I got back. So this is the Tim Holtz neutrals, isn't it, Teresa? Is this the neutral fabric?
Yes, that's the neutrals.
Mm-hmm. And it's got a little clip on the inside. Gosh. So I could clip something there. And so Mitzi, another just huge.
I think you're supposed to put your keys there so you don't lose them.
Well, I didn't.
Or something.
Yeah, well, you could put your keys there. That would be perfect. I didn't have any keys on my trip, so I just let it go. But Mitzi, thank you so much. This was just an amazing bag. And I think all of you watching right now, we need to give hearts and thumbs up to Mitzi, because this was a very nice surprise and it was amazing. It even has a flat bottom, and it carried a lot of stuff this last week. And we're going to switch to the camera. Before we recap the trade show from last week, I want to show you the other projects that Mitzi brought. So
I was supposed to show them and I forgot.
Teresa was going to show them Friday and she got busy and forgot, and that's okay. That's all right. So let's flip over here and I'll show you what else we got here. So she made this little box. This is, it's more of a tray with the fabric, and this looks like the yellow palette, and it's because it's got that really neat botanical. And Teresa, you can correct me if I'm saying the wrong fabric name. And then she's got the little charms and the little floral.
So cute.
So it's just a little thing I can put stuff in, maybe on my desk. Very cute. So thank you, Mitzi, for that. I'm way too spoiled. And, really, you guys, how do you thank somebody that does something so special like that? And we know it took a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
So that was truly amazing. Okay, these are the other things that Mitzi brought when she brought my bag, and these are for show and tell. And I asked her if she'd like to come and show, and she's a little ways away from here, a bit of a drive. But these are projects that she used the Tim Holtz fabric on, or just some other little embellishments. And you'll see this. This is a box, and I think it's kind of a shoe box, maybe. I'm not sure. But it's totally covered with paper. Oh no, it's
a customer.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I figured since we know her, everybody knows her.
And they were asking if they a couple people asked about the pattern for the bag. I don't know if she had a pattern. Did she, Kelly? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Sometimes people just make them. I know some of Tim's makers just make them without patterns.
We will have to ask about that. And Angie wants Mitzi to be her friend.
That's funny.
So this is one of those boxes, Teresa, you know, that you can sort pictures
photos
in or whatever.
I
think you can get them at Michael's, and that's what she started with. So there's the outside, and look at it's filled with projects. So let me show you the other things that she brought us. One of them is this heart, and this is probably the pattern that Teresa came up with. And she's got little flashcards in here and cute little charms, and there's a loop pin.
Very cute.
I'm going to get a little closer for these items because
that's with the red fabric there.
Yeah. So is that a little too close?
It's a little there. That's
Let me back up a bit. All right, so she's got this in the box, just lots of little details, some crochet trim, and we've got a box in the box because she's got this little box here. Wouldn't it be fun to fill this with maybe some chocolates or give it as a gift? You could put anything in here, maybe some embellishments or a box. So here's another box that she did, and it's got little pieces of fabric, like that little hearts fabric, that's fabric, a little bow.
Yeah.
Teresa, I'm kind of glad you forgot to show these so I could show them myself because that is pretty sweet. This is a coaster. And remember, we do a lot with these coasters. You can get them here at Memory Bound in different sizes. She's got that fringe on the bottom, and it's got fabric that's got like that little batting. What is that called? Warm and Natural. Do you want to grab some of that? So it makes it kind of puffy. I think it's
the batting?
Yeah. She's got a little bit of that
I use
behind
that a lot
here.
on my cards, and
Teresa used it just probably on Friday on your chicken. So the Warm and Natural, it comes like this. It's $2.99. I don't remember how big the piece is, but you can see it on here. She's got it kind of underneath this fabric to give it a little quilty look. All right, let's go through the rest of these. Here's a couple of really fun cards. And I recognize a lot of these. Now she's doing like Teresa. Mitzi just left her strings. It's just
kind of fun
charming.
With the fabrics, yeah.
And this yellow is that might be tiny print from the yellow fabric. And she frayed it out a bit.
The butterflies are probably from the collage.
Okay. So I'll give you a close-up of those. And we can take pictures of these.
Ooh, that's so pretty.
Look at that, you guys. So this is one of the Tim Holtz etc. tags. I believe it's the mini. And she's got a clip on there. And oh gosh, I love there's my earring, my diamonds right there. And she's got one of those little words. Oh, Teresa's are you getting the hearts?
Yeah.
What are they called?
The salvaged hearts.
Okay. The salvaged hearts.
And I bet she just put like
either the wax, maybe the wax or the foundry.
Yeah, the foundry wax.
What's the foundry wax? Or the luster wax.
Luster wax. I couldn't think of the luster. I use the foundry wax. I know Chris uses the luster wax. So
there's a couple more that have got a lot of cute. I should have gathered up some of this stuff because we have these little salvaged pieces of fabric. There's the.
We still have those? Oh, we do.
What's the tape called, Teresa? The tape that we all love.
The tape?
Yeah, that looks like old Scotch tape. I'm drawing a blank.
Oh, the
So here's the stitch scraps.
Cello tape.
Cello tape. You're going to find sellotape like right here on a lot of Mitzi's projects. Here's another one. It's got a little piece of sellotape. This stuff I love. I just keep it on my desk now.
I have 2 packages.
She's
well,
got
the
2.
first one I've used quite a bit out of, but
look how cool it is.
Like
it just
too.
looks like old tape. This has got some 49 and Market lasers on there. And Teresa, I might set these here and then you'll be able to put them back in the box so we keep track of things. Here's a couple more. Mitzi, thank you so much for sharing all these treats with us. They're really, really fun. And just stapling with a tiny attacher, a little piece of ribbon is pretty neat. Sherry says it's boo-boo tape. Here's another card, and this is fabric. So, you can use the fabric on the fronts of your cards. I think that's why I'm pretty excited that Mitzi brought this in, because it just shows us another way to use fabric. If you're not making bags or quilts or table runners, you can still use it in your paper crafting, and it is beautiful.
I love putting them on putting a little piece of fabric on a card.
And this is another little coaster. And Teresa, I've never done this before, had the stuff hanging off the edge of the coaster. You'll see how the fabric is hanging off the back. She's got one of those Tim Holtz clips there. Another diamond. And then she's got a couple little journals, and this one wraps around, and we have these little journals. I think they're $1.69, and they've got the craft cover on them and the pages, and then Mitzi put fabric on the top, and then she's got a button there that's stitched onto the fabric, and then you just wrap it around to tie it up. Very neat.
Kimberly's going to work on some rag wreaths this weekend with some of the palette fat quarters. Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Send us a picture. Love to see that.
So, this is a naked starter journal. So this is a 5x7. Again, she put the fabric. She even has sellotape on top of the fabric and over here. And then she's put natural cardstock on the pages. So this is ready to do some art or just have some fun with.
Yeah.
So Mitzi,
ideas,
a huge
Mitzi.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe what she made me that bag. And like I said, very, very appreciative of that. I got my phone in my back pocket. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so let's talk about Craft-utopia. Oh my gosh, you guys, this was such a fun trip. And this is put on by a company called the Collins Group, and they specialize, it's actually kind of a vendor rep group, but they really specialize in these events. They're so good at putting them on, and it's perfect. And the first thing we started with was what they call the product lightning round, and I'll tell you about that. So it was Tuesday through Friday, but Doug and I had to come home early Friday morning. So we were there Tuesday through Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Tuesday and Wednesday were classes, and then Thursday was order writing. And so that's when they had all the vendors set up in a big, huge ballroom. This was all on the 26th floor of the Horseshoe. Doug and I stayed at the Paris, so let me know if you've ever stayed at the Paris. We'd love to know about that. If you stayed there, we stayed there. It was very nice, and it's connected to where we were going. So we got a lot of steps in, Teresa. I think I had well over 10,000 steps every day we were there. Awesome. So it was really great. So it kicked off with the product lightning round, and what that is, each vendor has like 60 seconds to give a spiel about what they're doing or what they have for their classes or their new product. And believe me, it goes fast. So I'll show you just a few things from that. I'm going to show you some of the catalogs I got. I'm going to show you some projects, and I can tell you a little bit about what's coming to Memory Bound.
Deborah wanted to know if we had a handmade stamp, and I don't think we do. I have Nicole looking for one in the store, but I don't think we do. So
yeah,
maybe that's something.
Photoplay used to have one. I don't know if we can still get it, but whoops, wrong way.
And there's some people that stayed at the Paris place, or I don't know what to call it.
We didn't go to the Eiffel Tower. Wait a minute.
Oh my gosh, Claudia,
you won $9,000.
Yes, that would be my favorite too.
I would go back there. we didn't go to the Eiffel Tower because we'd been there, but we did go to the High Roller, and the High Roller isn't really what you think it is. It's the big, it's that giant Ferris wheel where you get like in a round ball and you go way up in the sky. That was really cool.
Fun.
All right, we're going to interrupt for a minute. This is $4.29. It's the Henry's Build a Sentiment from Lawn Fawn, and it's called Made for You.
I do not remember that one.
Now, what Lawn Fawn does, so you could put this card is made for you with love, and you could sign your name or put your date stamp. Lawn Fawn, when they make their stamps like this, they are squared off on the edges. You know how some stamps like this one, this is our special that we were talking about, these are kind of curved or they go according to the letters. Lawn Fawn always makes theirs perfectly square so you can build a sentiment with them. You can hook them right up together.
So you can put them on your stamp
yes.
set or your
block. And it's going to be straight. Thank you, Teresa. I'm having a little trouble.
Or your
I'm having a little trouble describing that. So that's what's cool about it. And this is only, it's $4.29. So if you're looking for something like that, we do have it here at Memory Bound. So,
thanks, Nicole, for finding that.
Yes, good job, Nicole. So anyway, during the lightning round, vendors come up and they give you a little talk, and then you get something from them. And this is from Altenew, and we have not ordered from Altenew for many years, but I do have their catalog of some of their new things, and it's just, this gives you an idea of things that we get to look at here at Memory Bound. And Teresa, wouldn't you say this is one of the fun parts of the job?
Yes.
Is seeing the new stuff. It's like Christmas.
Getting excited about it, yes.
And deciding what to get. And a lot of times you think, oh, you're going to buy what you like. And yeah, we kind of do. But we also have to think about what will sell. So it's a little different than just picking out things you like. Although let's admit it, we do it. So that was one of the things that, let me get a bag here so I can put stuff. That was one of the things that I was given. We got these little gelatos. Do you guys remember gelatos from Faber-Castell? Well, we got a little bag of gelatos. Isn't that cute? So that was something that I was given. I got a little package of buttons, really pretty floral buttons. We got a little bag like this. Now this is from Totally Tiffany, and it's one of their new bags. Cute. Isn't it cute? So, and it's got like their card and a pen. So this stuff's kind of fun. But you guys, the exciting news is that Totally Tiffany is coming back.
Yay.
So in January, probably in December, we will start receiving Totally Tiffany, and it's Totally Tiffany, but new and improved. And Teresa found something else for us.
Yes, Heidi reminded me that there's a little teeny tiny handmade by you in the
right here.
Yes,
oh gosh, that's minute.
It's tiny handmade for you. But yes, if you bought that stamp, then you do have one.
I'm going to hang on to this because I'm going to show something with that in a little bit.
Okay.
So you're right. You might already have one. And then this was from Trinity Stamps. This was just a little bag, and then it had some little gemmy things in it, and it had their little blending brush. Everybody's getting blending brushes now. So that is kind of hard to decide things like that, what to get.
People are excited about Totally Tiffany.
Oh my gosh, so are we. I was crushed when Totally Tiffany went away. Yeah. So I'm just showing you this just so you can see ideas of things. I
like that size bag.
Isn't it nice? And Ranger gave us all these little pieces, these little samples, even collage medium, the Delusions glue. Dina Wakely has glue. So there's your Dina glue, your Tim glue, and your Diane glue. So that was kind of a fun little package to receive. And then Ecstasy Crafts, I guess the Cosmic Shimmer is back. It went away and it's back now. And so we got a little bag of that to try. It's really nice because we can try these things, and if it's something that we want to bring into Memory Bound, we can make samples and check it out. And then you guys, Paper House Productions. Look at these guinea pigs. So the question is, do you think we should order the guinea pigs? Is that something that we could use here at Memory Bound? They're really cute, and they're pop-up stickers. And I'll have Teresa open one and see what it means that they're pop-up, because they do look a little different in the package here to me.
Yeah.
And then I believe we have this confetti layered stencil from Emily Moore Designs. So she gave us one of those so that we could have it, again, to make samples with, to get a sample, see if it's something we want to bring to Memory Bound. Paper Rose gave us the Strawberry Friends die cuts.
Oh, Kelly.
What did they do?
They're on a little hinge. I don't know if you're going to be able to see these on the
so here's the pop-up
camera. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that cute?
So they do pop up. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see them either, but they stand up. Basically, they stand up.
Heidi says guinea pigs are not her jam. Thanks for the honesty, Heidi.
So, but you can't find guinea pig stuff.
No.
Oh, Teresa, those are hilarious.
But that's so funny that they are like on little
hinges.
hinges.
I don't know if you can see it
there. That's good. You can see it, how they kind of angle up.
But see, now we got a sample, so now we know there's other pop-up stickers.
Well,
so we might
want to pop-up, and I'm like, what's that?
That's what I was wondering about too. Very funny. So right now I'm just showing you some of the things that we were given. And Pink and Maine, they are starting to do this like planner type collections, so that we got a sample of these rub-ons for planners. So if you see something that you think, oh gosh, Kelly, you need to get that at Memory Bound, then give us a little message and we'll keep track of it. And then these were just some sample papers, and I thought they were beautiful, like winter scenes. And that was from La La Land Crafts, Winter Forest.
La La Land, pretty.
I guess they're both the same, so I got two of the same. So it's nice to see samples. Lawn Fawn has these really darling little Build-A-Critter costumes. And you could use these with their Build-A-Critter, but you could use these on other things too, don't you think, Teresa?
Mm-hmm.
You got your little pirate hat and eye patch.
Is a critter a mouse or what?
I think I think they have a bunny. Here's a sample.
And is that a bear?
Yes, I think it's a bear.
That's cute.
And if they don't have a bunny, they're coming out with a bunny. So this will go on some other things. Okay, Diana says yes on the stickers.
Mm-hmm. Tim showed those Mickey Mouse dies. I wonder if those would fit on there.
Oh, I think it'd be pretty close.
Yeah.
So this is Uniquely Creative, and what I'm excited about with them is that the accordion album is back. And you might remember Peggy made that amazing accordion album. So we'll be checking out those. And here's a new company. This is called Betty's Bits and Pieces, and I had the information on it, or Bits and Bobs. This is really vintage stuff. So this is old stuff, Teresa. Isn't that cool?
Oh,
like
wow.
Here's a page torn out of looks like some type of a poem out of maybe a school book from Sir Walter Scott. And it's got like stamps and slides, and they're all organized, so they have like so many big pieces, so many little, and things like that. So we are probably going to be ordering these. I think they're just fun. It's kind of you get what you get. So that was a nice sample from them. Olo Markers has this nice new paper coming out. What's so funny?
Kellie says that in Peru they call them Q, and they roast them for special occasions.
The guinea pigs?
Like we make turkey for Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh.
They visited a guinea pig farm up in the mountains.
Oh geez.
It's like maybe a quail.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well,
thanks
little
for sharing,
different,
Kellie.
little different than here.
Oh,
and then this just came into Memory Bound, the coffee shop. So we Echo Park was really generous. They gave us a sticker sheet and a pack of frames and tags, so we can make some samples with that. So
that's a cute line.
You and Diane showed this. Was it Thursday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So check that out. Every inch of space on their sticker sheets is utilized. They do a really good job. What's Donna saying about the back of the?
She said the back of, how they have the cover sheet and then the back they print, and she said it's wonderful, and she used it for a layout, and she wished they sold that page too.
Oh.
But it's a bonus.
Okay, this is like taped up, but I wanted to show you guys this to see what you think.
Do you need scissors?
Maybe. This is the Crafters Workshop, and they specialize in stencils and stencil butter.
Mm-hmm.
They have this palette paper pad, and you're probably thinking, what the heck is that? Because that's what I thought, but it's actually paper. Let me see if I can open it here. Because I was given one of these previously, and it's like gummed on both ends.
Do you want scissors?
No, I got it.
Okay.
So what I'm wondering is this something that you would be interested in? Basically, you would mix your paints and stuff on here. I know a lot of you use craft mats, but it's 6x6, and your paint and inks don't soak through, so you could put it on your table, squirt your paints, mess around with it, and then just throw it away. And you don't really have to clean up. So I don't know how much it is. I'm going to have Teresa. Well, we won't be able to scan it. It's not at our distributor. But anyway, that's just something, wondering what you think about it and if it's something you would use in your craft room.
I would use it for glue. Like, sometimes you squirt glue on your craft table and dip things into it.
Or see if it's going to come out.
Yeah. And yes, because I always grab a piece of something from the garbage.
Or I just do it on my desktop paper and then I mess it up and put my arm in it. Okay, Dawn says she has it and it works amazing. Ellen says great for smooshing. So, okay, we might have to check into getting some of those. I might have Teresa. Well, we'll check that out. Teresa, I'm going to put it in my bag. We'll see if we can get it. This was something new from one of our vendors, and it's from Craft Treat, and it makes it a lantern with a snowman on the top of it. And they're kind of big. They're probably about 10 or 12 inches tall when you get them made up. So that was a sample, again, to try to see, is that something people would be interested in? You just have to put one of those little lights in there, Teresa.
Yeah. Everyone's liking the palette pads, but Jenny says her daughter tried guinea pig while in Peru, and she still feels guilty about it.
Oh my gosh! You know what? You never know what's going to come out at a memory bound video. I would have never
time with that one.
You know, if we would be gambling or on a game show and they asked that question, I would definitely not say that. Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. People eat guinea pigs.
Very common there. And then our friends at Scrapbook Adhesives. This is where we get most of our adhesive, and you guys, Teresa's here right now, and she's responsible for ordering it.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're forever out of adhesive, which we're never really out of adhesive. But they were very generous. They gave us some different adhesives to try. Oh, Teresa, here's your favorite.
I love those.
The really skinny strips.
Yes.
Oh, Dana loves the lanterns, so we might have to get some of those. So anyhow, that was really nice that they gave us this whole pack of adhesive. And again, if it's something we don't carry, we can try it out and see if it's something that we want to add to our inventory. And so I'm going to show, so that was the lightning round. And I want to show you something. I met Michelle while I was there, and she has stuff by Belle, and she does chipboard. She cuts it out. And what's cool about her chipboard is it's white on one side and craft on the other. So being white, it's very easy to paint or ink if you want to, or leave it as is.
That's just being fuzzy. I tried there. That's better, I think.
All right.
Skinny strips in black. Heidi wants to know. I know.
If they have what?
The skinny strips in black.
I put a new catalog in your mailbox.
Okay.
I gave Teresa a new catalog today.
I'm not sure about that. All right, let's try again. We're blurry. All right.
There we go. This I thought was very interesting. This is a studio light. Now I'm showing you my classes that I took.
Ooh,
so I took this class to make this journal. I put the magnet on it because, we like our little snappies.
I do.
And it opens up, and it's got different little things in the pockets. And it's got a tag, and here's a side pocket. And it's made with that Sweet Bee Memories collection. And we do have a bit of this collection. And then the journal itself is made with a stencil, which I thought was crazy, Teresa.
Yeah.
But here's the stencil, and you can see this is your actual journal base. And it tells you where to score. So you'll see how it's got a spine there. And then it tells you if you want to mat your paper on the front. Now, you know, you could just measure this paper out. You don't necessarily need to have to take a stencil, but they do have it. And then it's got your stencils for your pockets, which you could use on other projects. So I'm kind of wondering, and here it is made up. So I'm kind of wondering, what do you guys think about this? Is this a product that I haven't placed my order yet with them, but it's kind of like, well, should we get this product or what should we do? Is that something kind of cool? I think it's kind of a fun little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're showing it with a little buckle here.
Oh.
And I didn't do the buckle. I went ahead and put it, like here you can kind of see it. It's in white.
Oh, yeah.
I went ahead and did a magnet because I thought it'd be tricky cutting out those little pieces.
Slots,
and I didn't have an X-Acto knife with me. So that's the Studio Light stencil, memory journal stencil. And that was a really fun class. And I love this Sweet Bee Memories.
Yeah, that's something you could use over and over again.
All right. I'm skipping around because I'm going back to catalogs because this is next to my pile. But I'll tell you guys about this. Have any of you, so I'm going past catalogs. Okay, I'm sliding them out of the way. Have any of you traveled and you get home and you have one of these in your suitcase? Wait, I think that's Spanish. Let me turn it to the English. Well, we could have both. Somebody here might be Spanish speaking. So anyhow, my bag did get inspected and it was my suitcase, and it was the one that was filled with all of the stuff I'm showing you. So I don't know if they opened it up and thought, what the heck? But I had that little note, and Teresa, I'm going to be saving this.
I was going to say perfect for a junk
I'm going to save it for my scrapbook or my junk journal. Just kind of fun. So LDRS was there, and they always have neat, fun new things.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things they have is a die that folds up and makes this gift card holder. Oh. And a gift card fits perfectly in there. And it's just a little envelope.
I like the scallop.
Isn't it neat? So we'll be ordering some of those. And here's their catalog. So you're going to find this stamp set right here at Memory Bound. That's the Halloween postage collage. Mm-hmm. Teresa and I both like Halloween, don't we? And there's one for Christmas. And you're going to see, this just gives you an idea. Here, this was pretty cool. It's a
postcard.
It's a stamp set that makes postcards.
Cute. I love a good postcard.
And here's what I just showed you, but kind of made up with a fun little pattern paper. And Teresa, check this out. It's called the North Pole Collage.
I know Diane was showing me. And Kelly, put it down a little bit so you can see. No, the top part of the stamp.
Oh, I see it. Sorry, I cut it. I'm busy looking at it myself, so I'm not looking at the screen.
So they did something different. They put a little piece of background. So I really like that.
Samples.
Yeah.
So that's LDRS, and Diane, I think right now is placing our order as we speak.
I like that.
So I just thought that little envelope was pretty handy. Cute. We're always looking for gift card things.
Yeah.
And this could even be on the front of a card, or you could attach this to the inside of the card, or it is your card. So that's pretty cool. And I already mentioned Uniquely Creative, and what I'm most excited about here is that the accordion album is back. And I was looking, I think I've already mentioned it, so I think I'll move on from here. But so that was Uniquely Creative, and they're in Australia.
Were there people there from Uniquely Creative?
Mm-hmm.
And they have good accents.
Yes, they have great accents. I love it. And they were running around in pink. They had a daughter there. I think it's a man, a wife, and a daughter. And they were running around the daughter had like a pink netting skirt, and they were all wearing pink. Even the husband had a glittery pink jacket on. So it's just fun.
So you know who they were.
Yeah, definitely. See, it was memorable, right? So Doodlebug was there, Doodlebug Design.
Where'd you do with that?
There. And this is their summer catalog, and I'll give you a peek because we ordered this before we left. But we are getting the new Summer Fun collection.
Elena wanted to know if there's going to be a Scary Makers this year.
Well, we are working on planning our fourth quarter right now, and we'll be able to update everybody as soon as we get to that. Isn't it funny that we're in the middle of summer, but we have so much going on for Christmas and fall? Now there's Louis the Lobster, so those are the Doodle Pops, and this is all shipping to Memory Bound pretty quickly. So I just thought it'd be fun to give you a little sneak peek at it.
Cindy said she would have been so excited to see these products, she would have passed out.
Oh, it is exciting. Cindy, you're absolutely right. It's so exciting to go to things like this and get to talk to the vendors. And I love getting to meet up and chat with other store owners. There's some people I've known since Memory Bound has been open that have been in the business. So that's, always really fun for me. That's really the most important.
Those relationships. Yeah.
Definitely. Now this is Doodlebug, and this is a new collection called Documented.
Oh.
So let me know your thoughts. We have not ordered this yet because it just came out. We've got an email on it right before I went to the trade show. And Doodlebug and Bella Boulevard are together now.
Oh, I think it's cute.
It's darling.
I like the sticker letters.
Look at all the cameras.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 cameras. So, and then this is called Love Grows Here, and this is kind of a family, home type thing. It even has a bowl of fruit, Teresa. And then Bow Wow. Hey, we're all about Bow Wow right now. And remember, we have a flip book kit made with Bow Wow, designed by Katie, and you can get that right now. So that is the Bella Boulevard and the Doodlebug. And Teresa, we've got to order this. Anything
really
with cameras,
cute.
we've got to have. So we'll get that ordered. Studio Light, they always have some really neat things. And Diane has already ordered some of their Christmas items. That grunge is that you see here at Memory Bound. It's from Studio Light. There's some really cute little friends. Here's the Autumn. So just to give you an idea of this. Well, Dana says she loves the Documented, so we probably need to get on that.
Yeah,
Here's
I
a
like
peek
that
at
too.
Christmas. It's crazy to be thinking about Christmas right now, but I believe Diane
Christmas
has
in
ordered
July.
some of this already. Well, true. So that is Studio Light. They have a lot of cool things, and we have product coming from them. Now, this was released, and these are buttons, and they're little craft projects, and you get a little frame with them, and you get the buttons that come with them. So this is something that we could bring in at Memory Bound. They're $10.99. They're about 5 by 7. So if I get up a little close, you can kind of see that they're made out of buttons.
Oh, I see. Okay. I can see it better now. I couldn't see it before.
Yeah, so we have to
Cute.
decide about those. And then here's Paper House. And this, actually, I believe we had this catalog. But what we love about Paper House, think guinea pigs, everybody, is they have all the themed items.
Yeah.
So if you need something for, here's Koi Pond, which is, to me, that's a crazy theme that's not as well known. Bike riding, all your sports, travel, the different locations. So we try to put in orders regularly with Paper House Productions. And they just won some type of award, best stickers. I've been getting emails about it. Elena says, not too early to start our Christmas crafts. And I already mentioned to you guys about Totally Tiffany is back. We ordered just about everything, and it's supposed to ship in December for a big, huge release in January.
Okay.
So you can get organized.
Excuse me. That's when everyone starts organizing.
It's
is
true.
in January. So that'll be perfect.
And then Lawn Fawn had some new things. So here's a peek at Lawn Fawn. And I showed you the little costume earlier. And here's the sample with the bunny and the ghost costume. So they're just cute. They're cute. And Pink and Main has got some new things. They have some card kits that we're going to have to check out because it's really nice to have card kits. All right, let's talk about Photoplay, Teresa.
Okay.
You guys hanging in with us?
Yes.
Melissa's talking about Christmas in July, and she's so right. Oh my gosh. Teresa and I believe Katie, Jennifer, there's a few of us here that love Halloween. And I also love junk because remember we have the beautiful junk, the travel junk, and the everyday junk. And it's JUNQUE from Photoplay. And Janet can link that. So now what's really exciting is there's Halloween junk coming. And it's all ordered because, you know, we got to have it. So this is the Halloween junk. And for the first time that I know of, Teresa, they have solids that aren't solids paper. Because they always put together a cardstock pack, but now look at the solids. And you can't see it very well on here, but they have little patterns on them. So not only do they have Halloween junk, and it's all coming to Memory Bound, but guess what, guys? Christmas junk.
Yeah.
So here's the Christmas junk. It reminds me a lot of the travel junk that's got like the calendar things on them. So if you were doing like a December daily or something like that, it would be super handy. So I'll give you an up close look. And they also have the solids that aren't solids. So that, I think that's coming soon. It says shipping June 30th. So that is coming soon.
Yeah.
And then this is a new product, and I have no idea what it's going to be like. I didn't see any samples, but it's a collage. They call it collage cutouts, and they are, I believe they're 6x6 tablets, and they have all these pages in them, and you fussy cut them for doing your junk journals or your collage. And Halloween junk has one, and so does Christmas junk.
Fun.
That's so exciting. I'm terribly excited. And then they have a collection, a traditional collection called Up on the Rooftop. Got a little bit of blue in it. It's got a cute little Santa and candy cane. And let's see, there's one more. They also have a faith-based. I don't know if you remember, Teresa, but last year there were no faith-based collections released.
Yeah, that's great.
So I'm really happy to see this. And it's really a nice collection. It's got lots of colors in it.
Yeah, we need to order lots of that.
So I think that's going to be a good one. So let me show you some projects from Photoplay. So they have their Maker series has 3 new card bases.
Ooh, peekaboo.
Yep. There's a peekaboo. Oh gosh, I got to look at the name of them.
Okay, I think it's funny the sample has Christmas. I would put Halloween on there.
Well, you know why it has this? Oh, yes. I don't think they thought of it.
Someone missed it.
So this is going to have 6 card bases in it. You don't get the envelopes, but you know, you can get your envelopes. They're A2 size.
Yeah.
You know why I think this is on here?
Why?
Because looky here. There is the real card. I took a class with Joey from Photoplay, and you guys, we love Joey. She's amazing. And we made this peekaboo. Oh, no, this is not that. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay.
It looks like it.
Yes, I got a little confused.
Okay.
Okay, so you slide that off and you open it up and it pops up.
Oh,
so this little flap
fun.
pops up and you can put your gift card in here.
Look at that.
And so it's a peekaboo. Peek.
Well, you can still do a gift card at Halloween, I say.
You can do a gift card anytime.
Yes. For birthdays or whatever.
So it is made with the
fun.
Christmas junk collection, so you can get a good look at that. This is all prototype, so if it's a little shiny, it's because it's all prototype, but very, very fun. Six card bases for the peekaboo. And then this one is the pop-up, or I'm sorry, it's pillar pop-up. And we also made it with the same collection. So it pops up and then it stands up like so.
Oh, cute.
So it's A2 size, and then it pops up. And I have another sample of this one also. This was done, let's see, I think it was Wednesday night. They had the sample making frenzy, and you could go to different tables of the vendors and you could make projects. So you could take it back to your store. And this is the same pillar pop-up card. So you can see it. They sit up. So you give it to somebody, and then it's kind of cool because they can sit up and enjoy them. And I know you can't really see that on the camera very well, but I think you get the idea.
Yeah. Kelly, Jane says the Today Show had a segment on Summerween.
What?
That is so cute.
Hey, will you remember that so we can look it up, Teresa? So their third card is the gatefold pop-up. So the gatefold has got another band around. I don't really call these belly bands, but I'll show you a trick that Joey did. This piece here is, I think it might be from the sticker sheet, and it's popped up on foam so that your band is not going to slip off. It's not going to fall off the bottom. I thought that was kind of clever, but the band comes up, and then this actually sits like so. Oh, I got extra pieces in there. So it pops up, and you can put something here on the, there's a little tab there to hold it up. Isn't that fun?
Oh, what a great way to use a tag.
Yes, that's true. People don't know how to use tags. And this again is with the Christmas junk collection. And then you just close it up, and it's A2 size, and put the band on. And I think, I'm pretty sure you get 6 in this also. So there's 3 brand new things coming, probably shipping with the other Christmas. So that is coming soon, everybody. So that was really fun.
Yeah.
And, you know, we love our Photoplay friends too.
Definitely.
So then Ranger, you know what? I took a Ranger class with Dina Wakely. I was really excited about it because we are carrying her paints. So we've decided that there's one paint we're going to carry here at Memory Bound, and it's the Dina Wakely paint. And they look like this. Don't look at what's on the screen. They look like this. I don't know if they're $3 or $3.50, something like that. So I took a class with Dina, and we made these little pop-up cards, and I apologize because mine is sitting at home to be finished. But when you take a class with Ranger, they supply everything. You do not bring a thing. And at your table, there'll be something like this sitting there. There'll be a kit B, and then your neighbor next to you has kit A. And that way you get 4 colors. So your paint colors will be different from your neighbor's. Your spray will be different. This is just her glue. And then you share, and then when you're done, you take home your kit, and your neighbor takes home their kit, and you each get some.
I just have to say, cool. Rhonda from Photoplay says hi.
Oh, Rhonda, thank you. Oh my gosh. So that's how a Ranger class goes. This was a Ranger make and take with the new alcohol neons. And Teresa, what day did you do those? Last week?
Katie and I showed it last week. I don't remember what day. Was it Friday?
Friday you did fabric.
Yes, it was Friday.
It was Friday?
Yes.
So Teresa had showed, we're ahead of the game. She had already shown us some. And then I got to make one. Now, I will say that I had a little smudge over here.
That's
because I didn't let it dry because I was in a hurry. But we just put on some alcohol ink, and we also put on some of the, what's the other liquid, Teresa? The
blending solution?
The blending solution.
Yeah.
And then
we
get
it to move.
Pumped it with a little blower and put a little, I like how it's highlighted in black. I think that's really neat. And I know you use black on this.
Yep.
So that's the new alcohol neons, and it was nice. I got to try them out
because you can use it with a black light. They didn't have a black light to show you?
No, they didn't.
Oh, well, you have to watch the video.
It was at their booth, so I don't know if they had trouble. I will have to go out and catch that. Let's see. Let's talk about Graphic 45, shall we?
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I have to confess that I didn't see much about their new Christmas collection because I was busy with their Halloween because I thought it was so amazing. But the Halloween collection is called Ghostly Greetings. Yes, it's all ordered and coming to Memory Bound. And so is Deck the Halls is their Christmas collection, which has got really pretty blues, and it's got kind of grayish blue and then nice reds. And Janet will have you check that out to see if you're going to do your traditional Graphic 45 card kit for Christmas. So Ghostly Greetings. So at the sample making frenzy that I told you about, I went to their table and we made this card.
That is fun.
It must be the year of bands because this has a band on it. I think this might be a piece of ephemera. I'm not really sure because this was all set up in kits. So look at the floral on that,
That's
Teresa.
pretty.
So you opened it up and it went like this. Pretty cool, huh?
That's fun. And then it just sets up like that.
And then these are just chipboard pieces. So I do have a pack of chipboard that you can see what comes in it. Frames, and there's a little gravestone. I think Katie was loving the skeleton hand holding flowers.
Mhm.
So this is coming to Memory Bound. That was a little make and take. And I didn't get the Christmas one made. Like I said, I'm sorry, I was a little into that one, and I didn't get to the other one. But I did bring a pack of the Christmas ephemera so you can see it. Look at that little candy cane
cute.
heart. It's really, really,
Chipboard.
it's really nice. Thank you. It is
Mhm.
chipboard. So you can see some of the images. Very nice images. Like Diane loved this right here, and I don't know if you can see it. Kind of vintage, old-fashioned. I think Diane loved the ornament also.
Janet says she's in.
All right, Janet. Well, we'll get your stuff ordered for you. Okay. Oh, let's show this. So I also had a class with Pink Fresh Design, Pink Fresh Studio, and we use this collection. What is this called? Sippable Scenes.
Ooh.
So you have your stamp set. You have your die set, and you have a stencil set.
Their stencils are amazing.
So the die set basically cuts out like your can of pop or your can in your bottle, and it cuts out some of the phrases. And here's what we made. So that's got a couple of cans, and we use the stencil to color them. And then we just added some flowers, and the words are from the stamp set, Sippable Scenes. And then here's the bottle. You are sunshine in a bottle. So that was a fun class.
Definitely.
Sat with some fun people. I met some new people, saw some old friends. You know, make new friends, but keep the old.
People are liking the Christmas and the Halloween.
Oh, good. Okay, this was another sample making frenzy. And this, you guys, is so cool. This is going to be a craft along here on one of our videos. I think this is amazing. It looks like an envelope. It's one sheet of 12 by 12 paper, and it's scored and folded and tied at the top. But this would be so cute to, you know, put some photos in. This could be a centerpiece. You could put a little sign here, like "Welcome to the party" or whatever.
Put a Brad in the top.
Yeah, you could do a Brad.
Or I mean, an eyelet.
Yes, you could do it. You could do an eyelet or a Brad, because you could put a die cut up here, like a flower or something. So I thought this was really, really neat, and I'm pretty excited about it. Now the thing is, I just have to figure out how we made it. So
you can do it. Deconstruct it.
Yes, that's what we'll do. So that was a fun little make and take project. We did that with my friend Madison from Echo Park.
Oh, thank you, Madison.
And then, Teresa, can you grab that
Somebody
pile?
said to fill it with candy.
Oh, yes, you could. You could put photos. You know what I also thought? Can you scooch that step closer? I also thought if I was working on a project and I was trying to keep things straight, I could stick like pictures or something in here just to get organized. But I'm never organized, so that was just a dream. Okay, then I've got Spellbinders and Echo Park here, and Spellbinders and Hero Arts, and they are related. Oh, Diane says baby shower gift. True. And Chris is watching. Chris, I'm glad you're watching. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to figure this out. You know, she's our paper engineer. So love it. So Spellbinders and Hero Arts are the same company now. So Spellbinders has absorbed both Spellbinders and Hero Arts, but this is the Spellbinders Christmas catalog. And it's kind of cool. This tree on the front is just squares. But I thought you might enjoy taking a peek through here.
Oh, Melissa says what a cute May Day basket that would be.
Oh my gosh,
that's
yes.
a great idea, Melissa.
Yes. Oh gosh, yes. I love
For
that
those
idea.
of you that do May Day baskets.
Well, okay. And I'm sorry, we have to keep going back to this. You can tell I'm a little obsessed. You could make it in a different size. This is a 12 by 12 paper, but you could any square and make it smaller or whatever size you want. Okay, this was a huge hit. I guess this little Santa mug was one of their best sellers last week.
Well, they had Santa mugs like that last Tim Holtz had one,
Yes,
remember? And they were so cute. You could make your own. Oh my
I think
gosh.
the snowmen are cute. I mean,
Oh,
and I
they're
like
singing.
the three wise men.
Uh-huh.
So I'll flip through here so you can just get an idea of
Oh,
some of their
cardinal.
product. I think it's fun to see. If there's something that you just love and you're dying for, then let me and Teresa know. We haven't placed our order yet. This is called Country Christmas, and I do have a project made. You'll see this. It's called Barn Star Wreath. Now, here's what we did have a class where we made this, and it's kind of neat. There's gold paper behind it.
I see that.
Isn't that cool? And this is a shiplap technique, which you'll be seeing that here at Memory Bound because I really loved it. And then here's what it's supposed to look like, but I didn't get.
I didn't finish it.
I just didn't do all the die cutting.
Yeah.
It's a lot of die cutting, and honestly, you guys, I have a bit of an attention span at things like this. But I kind of like it the way it is, but if you want to really do it up, it's got all of these other little die pieces in with the die set. So I thought that was kind of neat, and I love the shiplap technique. So we're going to be doing that. So that's Country Christmas. Oh, Teresa, we're going over on time. So we'll try to try to get going here. Okay, this I actually have
postage stamp. Yeah.
This is kind of cool because this is a frame and an embossing folder. And I was supposed to go to the sample making frenzy table and make this, but I forgot. So it actually has an embossing folder that embosses the frame. All of these little rectangle frames are made with it. And there you can see that they're embossed. I don't know if it shows on the camera, but it's kind of neat just to feature, just to feature something. So we'll probably need to order that.
I don't know if you could put a light behind that star. Chris was asking. It's kind of big.
But I bet you could.
It depends on the paper, maybe.
As long as you had a little hole in the middle. Yeah, it's got the holes.
Oh, yeah, that probably would work. Good idea.
Teresa, look at the cuckoo clocks.
Oh.
So what do you think about cuckoo clocks, everybody? They had Halloween. You can make them for any season. I think that was kind of a fun thing to try. And there's some autumn. We got a little bit of static here. I thought those little ghosts were cute, especially with the glasses.
Yeah.
And here's some basic dies. So that is Spellbinders. And this was also Spellbinders. This was a Simon Hurley class. And he's got the polar bear die. But I wanted to point out the solar sprays. So we embossed this top piece. And then we just sprayed it with like 3 or 4 colors of solar spray. And remember, solar spray on dark paper shows up as color, and you'll see it on the light paper at the bottom, and it's just more clear, which is great for snow. So I wanted to be sure and show everybody that. And then the other thing that I really liked was from Hero Arts. I was able to take this class, and we made these candy cane cards, which I think are really, I don't know, last year I was really into candy canes.
They're very cute.
And so that is in this catalog, and we'll probably be ordering those. But look at the witch's hat, Teresa.
Oh, nice.
Pretty cool.
Hero Arts always does a good job with their stamps.
They do. They have a new art director.
Okay.
Since they were absorbed or purchased or whatever by Spellbinders. And there's the candy cane
have
cards.
More dies.
Yeah, I think
to go with their stamps. I like it.
So that is Hero Arts. And there's some Halloween. And the cards that we made.
Very cute.
In class. Yeah, I'm going to have to clean up. Now I want to explain something else that's coming from Spellbinders. And this is very special. There was a gal named Shara Klima. She owned a store in Buffalo. I think it's called Buffalo Stamps. And Sharon passed away unexpectedly last year. And she was one of the kindest, nicest people. I knew Sharon. I've known her for quite a while. So and I guess she loved a fussy cut. I did not know that. So in her honor, the Spellbinders has come out with this die set that is a pair of fussy cutting scissors.
Oh.
And they said she was a cut above the rest. She's known for her infectious smile and love of paper crafting. And she'd been in the business for way longer, maybe like 30 years. And here's a picture of Sharon. So this die set, and she had a heart issue. And so this die set we're going to be selling here at Memory Bound, and a portion of the proceed is going to go to the American Heart Association in her honor. So I'm very excited to get this. I think it's pretty neat and pretty cool that they're doing something like this. I'm not familiar with things like that in the past. So, okay, let's hurry on, everybody. All right, Clear Scraps had a fantastic class. I showed you a little peek at this yesterday, and these are coming to Memory Bound because I love it. Yes. It's called a tag box, but you can use it for a lot of things, and it comes in different shapes.
But the house is really cute.
The house is darling. And there's tags that are made to fit perfectly in here, and you can always add your own thing. We have acrylic tags coming like this one, which you probably can't tell it's acrylic. Maybe you can now if I wave it. This one has been embossed. You can emboss their tags. And when this product comes in, we'll show you more about it. But look at just how cute it is. It's very just cute. So fun. I love it. So the tag boxes are coming to Memory Bound. The other thing that's coming are these little journal covers.
They're
and
so cute.
This is one I made at the sample making frenzy. So they come and they're going to look like this. And this journal is the house. So there's one that's house shaped, and you get the spine piece and the two covers, and you actually get the string and a needle if you want to put in your signatures. So this is just the shell, and you can use bands for signatures, or you could actually punch holes and sew them in. And this is the little suitcase one. Here's one that's an oval. And then this one is really neat. It's like a big suitcase.
That's fun.
And so I was very excited, and we got to help them. Susan taught a wonderful class there, and she had called me ahead of time and asked about junk journaling, and they wanted to make something that could go along with junk journaling, and this is perfect. Perfect. So we'll show you more. Diane wants to make sure we ordered enough of the house boxes. Okay, is this the end right here then, Teresa? We got two more things. I'll show you this next. All right, everybody, how many people have the A2 T-square?
I do.
From Pear Blossom Press. Well, guess what? A7 is coming in about a month. So A2 is perfect for your A2 cards. It centers the centering point. We did a whole demo on this. I'm going to say I loved them, and I think you did too, because we sold a lot. And I'm really excited because the A7 is coming. And the A7, of course, fits your 5x7 card. So it's got your centering point for that. And the jig on the back, if you watched our video, and if you haven't, I'm guessing Janet will link it. I don't know if you can see it better with this, maybe not. But it has, on the back, it has a jig. And I learned about jigs because Doug uses that in woodworking. The first one had the 3/8 and the 1/2 inch. And we were like, oh, we wish it had a smaller one. And it does. It's got 1/4 and 1/8 inch. So you put your card there, and then you can just line your mat piece right up to it, and it's going to center it perfectly. This is not a 5x7 envelope, so it's not going to be perfect here. But anyway, I'm super excited. I ordered a lot of these because I know one of them's got my name on it. And it's $9.99, so it's the same price.
Yes, they won't be coming until when?
Probably in about a month.
Yeah. Elena says stocking stuffer rulers.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
Tie a little ribbon around it. It'd be so fun to give that to your friends. You could even tie it onto a bottle of wine or something if you wanted to. Okay. Then we have shown this, but I got to make one of these myself, Teresa. So remember the candlelight lights that you light up, and then you have to blow them out with.
They're so much fun.
And Doug talked to the husband of the wife that started this company, Pear Blossom Press, and he's the engineer. And they're working on some other things, so get
Oh,
ready.
Yay.
Okay, it looks like we have a question about, will
Yeah.
this work with an A2 card? And the jig will work with an A2 card because it's still going to put 1/8 of an inch border, and you would just cut your paper accordingly. But the centering, you could center with your A2, but it's not really made for an A2 because this is how you do the centering. And this is about an A2 here.
Mm-hmm.
So the 0 here is not the center of your card. So for centering, it does not work, but the little piece on the back for the 4th inch and the 8th inch, that would work. That's
Okay.
exciting. Okay, we have one more thing to show you. And I saved simple stories for last.
Yeah.
Because, but you know what? I should tell about 49 and Market because we ordered 2 brand new collections there that we can't even show you yet. I think they're releasing in a couple weeks, but they're ordered and coming to Memory Bound. And when we're able to show you those, we definitely will. It was funny, Teresa, because they were back in a corner and you had to like go around some things to see them.
Yeah.
So
Hiding a little bit.
So I don't think they wanted anybody to catch them on their social media. So 49 and Market, Janine was there. Got to talk to her. Her daughter Nora was there, and she was adorable. And they are both coming to Memory Bound October 17th and 18th, and she'll be teaching classes.
Yay.
Oh, Cheryl said she'd love faith-based things. That is good to know. We'll have to check that out. We had the faith-based Christmas. So I got to take a class with Jody, and she's our sales rep at Simple Stories. And you guys, I just love her. And she's been to Memory Bound. She stopped here once. But this is one of their new binders. They have 3 new binders. Aspen, will you look them up in here, Teresa? Teresa, I know there's an orange and there's Aspen, and I can't remember the other one.
Am I looking up fall?
There should be a page with the new albums.
Oh.
So I was able to take this class.
I wasn't listening. I was reading.
That's okay. She's reading. And you need to do it all. Denise wants to get on the list for the ruler, and you sure can. Just send us an email or a message on Messenger because the messages here go really fast and we miss them. So I got to make this album in class, and this is going to be a kit. And you're getting a nice sneak peek, thanks, of their new fall collection. And that is shipping, that should be arriving about any day. So I'll just flip through it really quick, and then we'll tell you more about it when the product gets here. It was really fun to make. Here's a little stubby piece.
I love the squirrels.
Yeah, it's got little foxes and squirrels. There's a little, is that a little hedgehog?
Yeah, a hedgehog.
It's got your wellies, your boots, your fall colors. It's got pumpkins.
Very pretty.
So it's one of their really amazing snap binders. Look at the squirrel. Here's a little page that flips out.
Oh, cute. Ooh, look at the lace at the top.
Yeah, I use
that
border
like
punch.
That?
I use the border punch.
Yep.
Cute. Got a little flip here. Now I'll just tell you, and you don't know it, but some of these pages I messed up on, and so I just did my own thing.
That's
so
all
this
right.
might not be exactly what the directions show, but I think it's just really cute.
You're being creative.
And fall's a great time for crafting and taking photos. And so I thought this would be a really good class to take, and it was. So we will have this available for you to make with kits and directions from Simple Stories. And then here, this is always fun to get their catalog. Oh gosh, you guys, it's always so nice to have a real catalog.
It is.
And not just looking at a computer screen.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of people love fall. They're asking about the new Simple Story collections, and I can tell you about those because they are right back here. They have a delay because they're waiting on the stamps.
It was page 101 for the albums, but...
Oh, okay. Super. So what is shipping July 7th? And we're a little spoiled because we do get our stuff ships out pretty quick from Simple Stories.
Yay!
So this is coming Fun Times, which is all carnivals. You're getting a good peek at it right here. Carnivals, cotton candy, just having fun.
Kelly, do we have that border punch, or is it something we're getting?
I'm going to have to look for it.
Okay.
Also, the classic Winnie the Pooh birthday. So this coordinates with their previous classic Winnie the Pooh. But look at the birthday numbers. So if you are doing, you could use that. You could do a countdown with that too. Teresa, have you ever heard of kids or people counting down to their birthday?
No.
It'd be kind of fun, wouldn't
it? Yeah.
And there is a card kit with this that I particularly really like. So we're getting a lot of those. And the page pieces. And there are some dies that are coordinated from Spellbinders.
Nice.
And stamps.
All right.
And there, okay, here's the new orange.
Ooh. For all you orange people that there was never an orange.
Yep, now there is. Now we
need
purple.
Limited edition, so grab it.
And then we have Aspen, and that's what the album kit is made out of with the fall collection. And then they also have Cedar. So 3 new stamp binders. And the wood ones are the 2-inch, the thicker spines. And the orange is like their typical snap binders. And then here's Spooky Things. I love it. This was selling really quickly, and we were told that make sure we order enough because it's probably going to sell out.
Really?
So
it's cute.
It's really.
Why don't they make more?
You know, you want to know? I talked with Kevin. He and his wife Amber own Simple Stories, and they were very worried about the purple.
Oh, I like the purple.
He goes, "What do you think?" And I'm like, "We love it. Purple's a great Halloween color."
Yeah.
But this, I just want to give you an idea of what things are like. And then here's Autumn Breeze. Oh my gosh. Simple Vintage. This is what the album kit will be made out of.
Very pretty.
It's a lot like Woodlands, but more fall. Got little baby fox. That's what that orange album is pretty good with this. And look at the card kit and page kit. So that's what's coming. It's supposed to ship July 7th as soon as the stamps get here. But let's give you a peek at the Christmas. And this is shipping in August.
Okay, so we have to wait for this, everyone.
Yeah. Hold your horses.
Yep.
This is Simple Vintage Believe. Look at those cute little kids.
Was there a card kit for the Spooky Things?
No.
Okay.
We're going to be doing our own.
Okay.
So this is Believe.
Ooh, I like the numbers.
Yeah, aren't they neat? And it's got holly with it. Look at the trees. And they haven't done this for a long time, but these are the 6x8 binder inserts. So you could get the cranberry binder or any of them, and
those
you could get these
separately?
inserts. Yeah.
Really?
So they don't have a Christmas album this year.
Okay. Huh. I like
There's
that.
the rub-ons. So this is really exciting. This is what we get excited about, isn't it, Teresa?
Yes.
There's a card kit. Look at those ornaments on there, you guys. Ooh. I know you can't see the whole pages, but I think you can get an idea of the look. I'm sitting here looking at this, Teresa, and I'm worried we're not getting enough. Okay, and then this is another August. It's called All Wrapped Up, and this one is really unique, and I really like it.
It's got that robin's egg blue, or what color is that?
Yeah, it is actually robin's egg.
Mm-hmm.
So what's different about it is it's got, well, I like this. They did kind of this in their summer collection. And then it's got just some black and white images. But the more I looked at it, the more I really liked it. And it also has a card kit, which is good. And this it must be the same artist. Well, let's go to the paper because I think you'll be able to see it better. That's the 6x8. I think it has the same artist because look at this, looks very familiar.
I like
with
that
the ice cream cones, and it's in the Halloween, and this is cool. So it's kind of a modern, would you call it maybe modern, Teresa? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And then we have Hard Candy Christmas, and I love the name of this. And it's got your pinks. So we'll flip through this. I kind of like that spirally thing. And it's got a card kit. We're getting that. And then, you guys, the classic Mouse Christmas. This is one we really need your feedback on this because this is, I don't know, kind of risky. It's adorable, and that's the problem because I want to order it all. But it's like, how many of you would need a Mickey Mouse Christmas collection?
Yeah.
But look how cute it is. And it would go with the dies that we showed yesterday.
Yeah.
And the font is the same as the alphabet. It's got a card kit. It's tough. So I would love to know about your thoughts on how many of you would need a Mickey Mouse Christmas.
Oh, look, they've got specific hats that can
Accessories
go with the
that go
mouse.
with the original mouse. Yeah, that's good.
And then I bet that wreath goes on the circle.
Yes, and there's new words for it.
Oh, very cute.
And then flannel season. I think
That's what happens when they go with a die maker. They partner with a die maker, isn't it? I like it.
This is also. Oh, go ahead, Teresa.
Have they had dice before?
A long time ago they did. They decided that that's not really their thing, so they partnered up with Spellbinders to do their dice.
Awesome.
This is just amazing also. Flannel season.
Nice
it's
winter.
Simple vintage.
I hope we don't get that for a while.
I don't remember when it said it's shipping. But it's just, I love it. And then we had a question about the calendars. And there is one, Life in Photos. And we do have a few of these coming also where it makes a page for each month. And you get your stickers and your die cuts. And you guys look at this. How many of you want to buy a Simple Stories bag? I think they're like maybe $6.
They look pretty roomy.
They're very roomy. They're really nice. They're 17 by 13 by 4. So they're 13 inches tall. So also wondering about that. We do have some yeses for Mickey, don't we? Okay, so that's it for Simple Stories. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of wore out. I think I need something to drink, Teresa. Let's switch cameras and then we'll remind everybody what's going on. And Teresa, do you have any idea what's happening tomorrow? Because I do not.
No, I do not.
Okay, well, we don't know what we're doing tomorrow, but we're doing something. Remember that it's Christmas.
We're doing something.
Is somebody telling us what we're doing?
No.
Okay. It looks like they want the bag. I might have to order more bags. I have to tell you, after looking at this, I just want to go back and increase our orders because I'm pretty excited. Just, it's.
Oh, tomorrow.
What is it?
Somebody
is it
said
you?
Tomorrow. No, it's Diane with her Christmas book.
Christmas in July.
Yes,
and Diane's
that's right.
showing her Christmas
That's right.
book, and you're going to love it.
Christmas in July is going to be sprinkled through the month.
It is. Just like we're sprinkling festivities. So remember, the Snowflake Sentiments stamp set is $7.99, so it's half off. It's normally $15.99. That's our Christmas in July special. So, and it's while supplies last. So if you need just a good sentiment that would work on the inside or the front of your card, it's perfect. Our Scrubbies is our weekly special. I feel like we're on the Home Shopping Network again. But orange, lemon, and lime. These are great for cleaning your hands. Okay, Diane says it's not her tomorrow.
Where did you get that?
So we don't know what's tomorrow, but that's okay.
Janet?
You know we're going to be here,
calendar?
and you know it's going to be great, whatever it is. So that is our weekly special. So don't forget about that. They just smell good. And I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you again to Mitsy for making this amazing bag that I took with me. And thank you all of you for reliving the week with me. I can't read that. Diane brought me the sheet. Oh, is it blank? Oh, no. I'm doing something tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow we have a new card kit that we're launching tomorrow.
That's right.
Because we're supposed to do that today.
Janet says sorry.
But I couldn't wait to show you all of this today. So that's why we switched up the schedule. We know we're doing something and we know you're going to join us live or later. Thank you again, Mitzi. Teresa, thanks for all your help today. Janet, thanks for linking and drinking and keeping us on top of things. Teresa, is there any comments we need to catch before we go?
People love seeing the new stuff and looking forward to the stuff, and they love seeing everything today.
Well, that's good because stuff like this, I never know if it's boring or if you like it.
Fun.
So it's good. It was a great week. I had a wonderful time, and thank you to all the other store owners I got to meet, and thanks to all of you. And you know what? I didn't even say this, but thank you to our amazing staff because I never worried. I never worried a thing about what was going on. Diane was here. She's our store manager and does everything and keeps us afloat. And Teresa and Katie and everybody. So you
Yep.
can't go away like that unless you got great people that are back at home keeping the show running. So thanks everybody. Thank you staff, and we'll see you tomorrow.